All right, man, it actually happened. And this time, it's not a joke. Now I can say with a little bit of confidence, this is probably not what you expected. Is it really a boat? Or is it just a paddleboard with an outboard motor? I don't know what I would call it, but let's check this thing out right here and let me show you why I got it. And obviously from the size of this thing, I wanted to get something pretty small. And you know what the sickest thing, maybe the sickest thing about this can fit in the back of my truck. This is the boat Rover, and I've been talking to the company, and finally I got them to give me a little discount, which is awesome because this is exactly what I've been looking for. I've always said I never really wanted the troubles of dealing with a boat. It costs so much money, you have to get a trailer, it's so much work, but I think with this little guy, hopefully it's gonna be a little bit less work. And trust me, we're gonna be getting into some fish, but also some trouble with this guy. We got the paddle here. I think this is, I mean, it's about a 100-pound boat with a 60-pound motor, so I imagine paddling would be slow, but it could be good for sneaking up on some fish. But for this whole boat, I'm gonna be a guinea pig because there's not too much information about these boats. So we're gonna see how it holds up for me, and even more so with this super cheap motor. I've heard nothing about this motor. It came with the boat. It was already cheap, but I got it even cheaper. We probably will upgrade in the future, but we're gonna run this guy until it dies on me. We've already looked at some cool stuff on this boat, but let me show you what I think maybe the most important thing is, other than the motor. That guy right there, little power pole. Comes with a little remote controller. If you catch a fish, if you hook up, you can just put this guy down right away. You know, I could have just got a cheap John boat or something, but there's one thing this can do, which John boats can't do. Can you guess it? I think we're gonna try and go through the surf, offshore, near shore in this boat. That's one of the big advantages. I told you we're gonna be getting into trouble, man. Wish me luck. We got daylight right now. Let's get out there and go fishing. Maiden voyage. Think it's gonna be good or bad? Is everything gonna work out? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. All right, here it is, gentlemen. The true test right here. How easy is it to put in the water? This will decide if this is a good idea or not. Let's find out. Look at that guy out there. He's such a well-behaved little boat. We're off, dude. Maiden voyage right here. All right, first things first. Let's see if we can get this bad boy right here started up. Shouldn't be too hard. We've been breaking it in, right? Nothing could possibly go wrong. Can you tell I'm a little bit of a pessimist? One. Hey, first pull. Let's go. Woo. Hey, we're scooting, baby. All right, let's make some casts, huh? We got like a northern wind today, which is interesting, and super high tides. So let's see what that does for us. Right off the bat, I'm gonna say, I don't know, might not be good, but we only need a couple fish. Dang, check it out, standing all the way on the front. Dude, I haven't been fishing inshore much at all. It feels weird using these. It feels weird using this lighter tackle. I feel like I'm pretty rusty at inshore fishing, so let's see if we can get any bites. It shouldn't be too hard, right? Oh, bite. Okay, we just got a real bite. A real big boy bite. Nah, but that's good though. It seems like stuff's pretty slow out here right now. I mean, I believe it because we've been having lots of rain. Flats sometimes are not very good after big rains. Oh, big blow up. Eat it, brother. Oh, there he is again. Come back. Right here, dude. Eat it right here. You won't. You won't. He will. It's the smallest trout of all time though. Oh man, that is not lunch, man. Even if you could keep this guy, that would not feed not even a child. Pinfish. That's not a pinfish, is it? Must be, wait, what is this? Is it a red? That's not a pinfish, that's a redfish, baby. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I knew there was gonna be fish here, man. There's so much bait. How could there not be? Oh, he's going under. Nice little guy. Put the power pole down and we're in action here. There might be more ahead too, so might as well power down. Look at this beast. Man, we're in pretty shallow here too, maybe 2.5, 3 feet. Perfect spot for redfish right now, and it's just covered with mullet. Little tiny finger mullet, exactly what I want to see. Took me a while to get this guy. I thought there was gonna be a bunch of fish. Finally, this guy bit. Wow, nice, check it out. Even a small guy like this has some power. Don't worry, brother, I'm not gonna eat you anyway. Hey, we got a fish on the boat, man. Now, let's see if we can get into some bigger and better guys. Right out here is a nice little flat. We're gonna continue to drift this, and I would not have been able to hit this spot without this guy. I mean, I could have, but I would have had to paddle for like 2 hours, which I used to do. Up on a spot that really holds a lot of redfish, but it is very shallow, so we don't want to scare them with the motor. Let's see if we can paddle up and see if there's any reds here. Dang, if we can paddle from up here, that's sick. Oh yeah, I see the spot. Man, when you're standing up, you can see stuff so much better. It's so nice. If I was sitting down at a kayak, there's no way I would be able to see this sand pocket coming up. Should be able to sneak up on some redfish here. This time of year, they do school up. The slot redfish, even sometimes bull redfish, school up in the flats. And we're standing up all the way on the front. Still pretty stable, especially when you're paddling. Better than I thought, actually. Gold spoon, don't fail me now, brother. Wow, what did we got here? A feisty little guy. Ooh, foul hooked. Oh, a lizardfish, hell yeah. What a catch, what a miraculous catch. These guys are just mean and made of muscle. See a little guy. He wanted that gold spoon, huh? So I ended up catching this very cool clip right here with my drone. So I'm just drifting right to the edge of a flat. And if you look pretty closely, you can see there's some nice big redfish swimming around, some big ones, some small ones, and I had no idea they were anywhere near me. Somehow I managed not to hook up on any of them. You can see they're just swimming around taunting me. But I am reaching the end of this flat, so I'm gonna start up the motor. And this is something that people talk about a lot, is if the motor spooks fish and what happens. So first of all, I start the motor right here, and then I put it in gear. And when I started the motor, nothing happened, but when I put it in gear, you can see a ton of mullet coming out from the channel. You see the redfish spooked, but you can tell they're just getting spooked for a second. They're not packing up and leaving town. In a few more seconds, they're gonna be settling down on the same flat. A lot of stuff you can take away from this one clip. All right, maiden voyage is in the books, and it was a good one, man. Now let me tell you how I'm feeling about this thing now. Now I have no excuses to make about why I'm not catching good fish. First thing, let's talk about the cheapo motor. So I measured how fast we were going. We were getting only about 10, but you know what? That's about what I expected from this super cheap Chinese motor right here. In the future, we're definitely gonna add something a little bit stronger than this guy. But for now, we're gonna test this, see how long this puppy can last us. And we were still breaking it in, so we did not hit full throttle yet. One of the coolest things I found out is you can stand right here, you can lean this way, and just by doing that, you can turn pretty freaking quick. I'm pretty excited. Are you guys excited? Now I have no excuses not to catch fish, right? Thanks for watching. I love you guys very much. Be safe, all right? We'll try to be safe too, maybe. Bye.